Hello and welcome to Exothermic Plays Games. I'm Exothermic and the date today is Sunday, February 11th, 2024. That means it's the 42nd day of ranking my favorite video games through each day of the year. Coming in at number 325 is Backyard Baseball. This classic 90s PC game was the first installment in the Backyard Sports franchise and I think still the best execution of its formula. Part Sandlot, part Recess, you play as a wide variety of kids from a wide variety of backgrounds. You can play quick games if you just want to jump into things, or you can play a full-on league after drafting your team. If you've watched my Backyard Basketball video, you know a lot of the issues I had with that game was the pace of play, combined with difficulty reading the isometric view. Baseball, fortunately, has neither of these issues. Each kid has their own strengths and weaknesses, allowing a lot of depth to the plethora of positions on a baseball team. Offensively, some work as real Barry Bonds types, being slow power hitters. Others are closer to Ichiro, offering extreme consistency for getting on base. When it comes to fielding, speed, throwing strength, and general fielding ability all factor into where you want your players to be, giving the draft portion a lot of strategy and depth. Just like in real life, almost nobody excels at everything. I say almost because now we have Shohei Ohtani, who seems like during the baseball season can be used on a weekly basis in a sentence along with hasn't been done since 18 whatever. Backyard Baseball's Ohtani is easily Pablo Sanchez. Put him in any position and he'll crush it. But these kids aren't all stats either. There's real character to these characters. Each batter has their own music and intro when they take the plate. Just check out this one, down a whole hot dog. On top of the players in the game, the commentary is top-notch with plenty of one-liners and color commentary, making excellent use of the slower pace of baseball compared to most other sports.
Together, we'll bring you every bit of the action.
What she means is, she's never gonna stop yapping.
It's my job, Benny.
For actual gameplay, obviously the batting is fun. You get a little indicator for where the pitch might land, and you have to fairly quickly decide if you want to swing or let it go by as a possible ball. Time your swing and send that ball flying, or if you want more strategy, you could choose different types of hits like ground balls or bunts. Fielding is often crisis management and triage. If there's multiple runners, you need to figure out where to throw the ball first, throw it to a base and get an out that way, or try to tag the runner. Regardless, when you're ready to stop the play, make sure to get the ball back to the pitcher. Speaking of pitchers, pitching is my favorite part of the game. Every pitch uses up an amount of juice based on the difficulty of the throw. As you get lower in juice, your accuracy gets worse and worse, potentially calling for you to drink your extra juice box or to send in a relief pitcher. There's a lot of strategy and planning to pitching, really encouraging you to know where the best hitters are on your opponent's team to send out the fancy pitches. And when I say fancy pitches, I mean things that are physically impossible, but hilarious to see in action. All in all, I have very little negative things to say about Backyard Baseball. Some of the pacing and movement speed does show its age, but as for being in February, it's mostly that I don't actually like baseball all that much. I appreciate the strategy and skill that goes into it, but there's a lot of downtime making it hard for me to stay focused. That downtime really covers up the technical limitations of this game though, almost turning its faults into features, putting it onto my ranking. Join me tomorrow as I talk about the 324th game on my list.
Okay, that'll bring up Mark each voice.